Custer was thinking, or if Henri was not focused on, well, what he should be focused on himself. They may have noticed the low shout of pain as a gray cloaked figure cuts David's ankles.
Woof.
David, you hit the ground in a pile of bones and feel weight on your back, a body. A blade pricks the back of your neck, about to thrust forward and finish its mission, when that same voice you heard whisper to the custodian speaks again.
Word of radiance.
Which, that's a spell, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and cast it.
I do.
Okay.
Con save 15 on top. He's on top of con save 15.
Counterspell, 5th level.
How far away are we from him?
You are 2 floors of dungeon away from him.
God damn.
You hear the thud of stone on stone and can see what must be the golem's feet next to you. They turn towards the exit of the dungeon and stop and face you. To your left side, the glowing form of a wraith dangles in the air. An undead move past you, a small horde heading out. As you turn your head, you see the speaker. One of the skulls from what must have been the pile of bones is resting on the ground, glowing eyes looking towards you. You hear the voice again. Quiet, tired, exhausted. Cleric. Which order?
About Order of the Samaritan, get off of me.
You haven't done any healing, you fool! It would have worked.
I heal myself.
Too late! You get off of yourself. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That did nothing.
Well, you adjust slightly. You're not sitting on your hand anymore.
Am I able to turn my head and look at him?
Yes, your cheek is pressed into the dirt. You can't look away from him. Well, it's not dirt, but in your head, to make yourself feel better, it's dirt.
I give a quizzical look.
It has been long since I saw the day. Tell me, cleric, does Redovia stand?
Just say it without the accent so I can...
Rotovia, stand.
Does Redovia stand?
I don't know what that is. Who are you?
Now, I am nothing now. This was my home. I served. Cleric. You.
I can't get up and do it myself.
You speak as...
Out of character, what is Redovia? What I would know.
It is the necromantic kingdom that fell 3,000 years ago and gave rise to Kartha as it is today.
Okay.
It was a place of horror and death and necromancy.
Redovia's fallen.
Then the people have forgotten. I see. You sense weighty sorrow in the undead voice. The gaze seems to fix you in place for a moment. I know the truth of this world, cleric. Will you learn it? It offers something to you. Tendrils of magic reaching towards your face. It's not malignant, it's memory.
Hmm?
Your best case scenario is me trying to
Eat your bitch ass.
that way you can
I'm
stop
I'm gonna do insight just because, just to see, like, is it really meaning me harm? Is it really trying to kill me?
Roll insight with advantage.
Way too fucking close to biting the dust in that bitch.
Oh, I rolled a 19 plus 7, 26.
Goddamn
The
boy.
grinning skull is unreadable, but the magic is not. You can sense and see only memories offered willingly, without guile. Or ill intent, I should say. Now, my turn to be out of character. As a warning, this next choice may, can, and will irrevocably change your character. It's not necessarily negative or positive. But it is up to
Oh,
you.
God.
Huh.
What are your intentions?
To see that the truth of Rodovia does not die with me. Or has not. The undead are completely still, including the presence on your back.
I
Personally,
pray to
Oh.
El real quick. I give a silent prayer to El real quick.
You hear nothing in response.
And fine. Show me what you wish to show.
Okay. You watch as a memory flows towards you. A kingdom of night, a city, and a crown. A king raises his hand to the sky, not the moon, but the darkness between stars. The face of El and his myriad eyes look down upon the king. The king and priest, Rodovia had been a theocracy, ceremony and worship, rites and prayers offered, faith in mortal hearts. Another memory touches your mind. Great doors open into a grand hall, a throne room, yet the king never rested upon the throne. It was not his to sit on. A mortal king could rule, yet the Almighty reigned. The throne was El's, always and forever. That was how it had always been. Then came drought. Drought brought famine. Famine led to death that rotted and festered, bringing plague. A trial, the priesthood declaimed. To their faith the kingdom clinged. But pray, beg, sacrifice. It brought no relief. Within the unholy, salvation was found. You see mages kneeling before their king, who in turn stands before El's throne. These few, vile, were hated for their art of sin and rot. Yet they came and begged to try and save their kingdom, their home. And the king turned towards El's throne, empty, and he bade them try. The dead. The dead did not tire. They did not wither or to plague or hunger. You see memories as another frond touches your mind. The dead move in countless thousands. Their strength moves mountains stone by stone. Though the sun dried the land and dust choked the soil, the dead did not relent. Hundreds marched east and found the sea. Not an ocean, but an inland sea. Then the undead dug. Necromancers watched their creations shift the earth. As the kingdom died, its dead rose. Soon thousands of undead shaped the land. At last, the sea itself bent before the dead, and the great canal was finished. And water, like lifeblood bringing relief, flowed into the kingdom. Redovia was preserved by that which was evil, by darkness, by the unholy, by the dead. Where was God? That was what the people asked their priests, their king. As the holy ones decried the actions of the monarch and cast curses and death upon the necromancers, demanding their heads, their banishment, for they were evil, and El would not tolerate this. Yet divine judgment did not come. And so the priests themselves questioned, where was God? So they searched. Thousands of priests with thousands of eyes seeked through planes of existence. Into the world of the mind, into dreams they sought, finding emptiness, nothing. Though they found one secret, an ancient spell, a legend, true resurrection. And so the priest stood and enacted the rite. Another memory touches your mind. A priest staggers out of a lit chamber, clutching his head in both hands. Tears flow from red-rimmed eyes as he screams, wailing with a despair that carves a hole in your chest. The hallway's dark, and the priest collapses to his knees. He keens like a dying thing, the words of a faithless prayer. Another priest steps from the room. This man's chest is bare, and though the wound was closed by magic, his skin is still stained with the dried blood of his own death. He rushes to the weeping priest, face full of concern. The distraught priest screams in horror and crawls away, his face pale. The bare-chested man speaks, begging the priest to believe him. Again and again, his voice, too, begins to despair. The skull whispers, "It was not he who returned. There is no resurrection." The king steps forward, approaching his throne room. The doors open, and he climbs the steps. They had searched. They had died to find him, to seek out God. They found an empty sky, a turned back, a godless world. El did not watch. Though they had seen him, he was real. He just didn't care. So the king climbed to the throne. He turned and faced his people. If El would not lead, if El would not claim his place, the king sat upon his throne. The truth of Redovia was a simple thing. El had created this world. He had made it, molded it, formed it, and left it to them. The king sat and declared that mortals were their own gods. This world was theirs. And so he looked towards the borders of Redovia, across the undead hordes, and they began to march. As the sky darkened and magic flowed from the throne, Redovia grew. And El did nothing. Your vision clears slowly, and the skull looks towards you and utters a small, silent, despairing laugh. Then a final memory touches you. Or perhaps it's a vision. You see threads running from your own body. Not threads as any sort of evil witch might do, but threads of power, energy, flowing into you, connecting to words scribed on your soul. A sense of danger, saving grace, order of a Samaritan. The power flies high into the sky, but it does not connect to the divine. It connects to something else, something of mortals, a power unseen that blankets the world. Your vision ends, and the skull is there on its side. It's almost comical, and you hear its voice again. It lies. Though it does grant blessings, it is not the Almighty. I do not believe El is evil nor malignant in any way. He created this world for us, cleric, and left it to us. Does a gardener weep for every blossom that falls? No. A sigh that carries the weight of ages and undeath rolls through the tomb. And the undead shift, listening. They'd seen the memories too. Or maybe the memories had come from them. The skull's light begins to fade, but one last whisper. Gray One, hunt this one no longer. Let him teach, or keep this truth to himself. He is godless, as all should be. The undead shift then, moving into the dungeon, and the weight lifts off your back. You see gray shoes stepping towards the exit of the dungeon. A man in a gray cloak looks back at you for a moment. A dead man. Hollow eyes look towards you as you see him for what he is. He steps up the staircase and vanishes from sight, hounding you no longer. The dungeon is silent.